Hey guys, Cdrama Invasion here and welcome back to a new video. So question of the day, I was wondering if any of you would be interested in tuning into a live stream once I hit around 20k. It'll probably be around 2 or 3 months. And if not, we might just do a end of the year live stream, even though I do put out lists on my top 10s and like worst favorite dramas so far of the year. I would be interested to see if you would actually tune in and maybe we'll have a live stream. I'll probably put up a poll like when the time is near, like around 19k subs or something. But for now, I was just asking you guys in advance. But anyways, we have so many dramas to talk about. Is it just me, or they decided to drop like all the good dramas this month and next month? Like this year has been great when it comes to dramas, but I think in particularly like modern romance dramas, they were just saving it for the summertime, which makes sense because a lot of students are off school and the viewership will most likely be higher since it's targeted at that youth or young adult age range. Anyways, let's start with the dramas that I unfortunately dropped, couldn't complete, or is on hold. And there's one drama that I dropped this month, and this is Song of Youth, starring Bai Lu and Wang Yizhe. And this is so sad because I couldn't get past the first 4 episodes. Honestly, for me, I'm quite picky when it comes to comedy. I feel like it could be either good or like just super bad and I hate it and it's cringy. And this one was kind of in between, but I hated that feeling. So what I got from the first 4 episodes was that they were trying really hard to make this a comedy while I didn't find it as funny. I actually really like the actresses in this cast. So all 3 of them, we have Bai Lu, of course, which I adore, and Gina Jin, who I also adore. And we have a newer actress, which is Lamu Yangzu, but I really do enjoy her presence on screen. However, I thought it was kind of boring, and they did try to mash up 2 vibes, like a super funny one, and then you would have scenes where it's just super dramatic and serious / tragic. And for me, it just didn't mesh well. It felt really choppy and disengaging. As for the thing that I did like I said, the main 3 leading actresses, I do enjoy that the third couple, like they have the third female lead as someone chubbier. She doesn't look like your generic, Chinese drama actress, and I'm super happy for her because I've been looking and following her dramas, and she seems to be getting a lot of really good roles in the future, so I'll probably support her through those roles. But this one just isn't it for me. I didn't care for the characters nor the story, sadly. But if you did complete it, let me know your thoughts on it. The next drama on this list is First Love Again. I did not drop this drama. However, I did put it on hold for a long time, since like July. And unfortunately, so many dramas came out that I couldn't get back to it. But this is a romance, school, youth, fantasy, time travel drama starring Patrick Shi and Amy Chen. Both are actors that I haven't seen before, and 24 episodes to be honest. When I started watching, I'm on episode 6 right now, and the time travel and butterfly effects is really interesting, but I thought it could get a little bit confusing since it's only 24 episodes. But I think it's quite a refreshing take to the time travel stuff because it does focus on more of the butterfly effects, which in other dramas would just happen near the end. Well, this one, the writers do make an effort to putting hints and just negative side effects or butterfly effects at the beginning in introducing that concept. If I do have the chance, I really do want to start this one up again, since we rarely get time travels in the present day era. I also watched Crush starring Wan Peng and Lin Yanjun, and out of the 2 actors, they're both good, but definitely the male lead has it more. He really killed it. I thought that he played the visual impairment role so well, especially since this is his debut role. It's a very strong start, and without a doubt, I can definitely see him going places in about 1 or 2 years if he keeps it up and keeps on getting male lead roles. I am a huge sucker for the cold male lead who is very smart and caring, and the way that he interacts with the children just really shows how genuine he is. The male lead is really good with his mini smiles and little expressions like smirks, which totally melts your heart away. And to be honest, I didn't like One Punk's character at first. In like the first 5 or 6 episodes, it took me a while for her to win me over until he started falling for her. And then I was like, okay, they're so cute together. But on her own, I feel like the first few episodes, she was very childish. But overall, she did mature over time. And one of the reasons why I disliked her at the very first episode is that when she was a fresh university graduate, there was this whole situation where I thought she was very delusional and self-centered because she thought that she was in a relationship with her best friend and felt betrayed by him because I think he was into another girl and she just felt betrayed as if they dated, but in reality, they didn't. I thought it was super over dramatic. But anyways, aside from that, I also love the music so much. My favorite one is the one with some English lyrics. It's called As I Believe. I gave this drama an 8 out of 10 because in episode 17 to like around 20, I had a little bit of a mixed feelings. There was a time skip moment where he becomes an obsessive, controlling, bitter ex that forces himself onto her and disrupts her life without communicating properly. Of course, I get over it, but still, I thought that was a little bit annoying and I couldn't give it like a 9. Next up is You Are My Glory, which is probably the highest rated drama for a while now. Well, at least for this month. I gave this drama a 9.5 and I was quite happy from this from the very start. I was expecting a lot of tropes and cliches, but I was so happy that it wasn't. The pacing is quite good and the romance, I could even say that it's more slow paced and natural. Like you really don't get a full-on love confession scene or they're officially together until around 20-ish episodes. But actually I didn't mind it because it felt super natural and their chemistry was just there and I loved their interactions with each other. Without a doubt, this is probably the most good-looking on-screen couple of the year, or maybe like the last like 5-10 years. I think they're so good looking together and their smiles are everything. In fact, this ship was so crazy that I think they broke Tencent's website for the final episodes of the wedding. I really like Dilraba's role in here as Jing. She's definitely a go-getter and that's what I really like about this drama. She's very strong and mature and he's very mature as well. I was like, finally drama scripts that write real life characters. Like most of them would be childish or dimmed down for some reason in drama scripts, but this one wasn't and I'm so happy. There was also this level of detail and sweet discussion moments between them, especially right before the wedding. So there's this struggle of social media and how she's one of the biggest top stars. So everybody's watching them and they decided on a very private or lower scale, low-key wedding and it was just super sweet. I love that emotional conversation. It felt so real and it felt like a very healthy and loving relationship between two people who are very considerate about each other on every level. And the last episode pushed this from a 9 to a 9.5 because it was just beautifully executed. I got so emotional at the rocket launch scene and it just overall gave you the hopeful message for anyone who thinks it's too late to chase your dreams. It's not. And the final episode alone was a 10 out of 10. But overall, I gave it a 9.5 out of 10 because I saved the 10 out of 10 for anything that I wouldn't change at all. And for this one, I would say that I would kind of cut out to like around 3 or 4 episodes, especially the beginning. It would have been fine at like 26 episodes or 28 episodes. The next drama I watched is a drama called Sweet Teeth, part of the iqiyi Sweet On series, which I've watched every single drama so far, but I do need to finish First Love again. Anyways, this is a drama with 3 leads. This is a dentist romance with a librarian. And the female lead is clumsy, but I wouldn't say she's annoying. However, one of the 3 couples, like the 3 female leads, one of them named Yizhe, who kept on complaining to her best friends every 10 seconds. That couple really irked me. I wouldn't say the couple, but I would say her character in particular really rubbed me the wrong way and I didn't like her. This drama has a lot of cliches though, so if you're not into cliche and you're looking for something refreshing, I wouldn't say this is the one for you. I would just say skip it. But it is better than a lot of cliche dramas. Like, even though it's a cliche itself. I've watched a lot, such as Use for My Talents, Please Feel at Ease, Mr. Ling, which I couldn't finish, and this one, there were some really nice moments. And my favorite couple is the second couple, the gaming older woman and younger man couple. They're just so adorable and very mature. I gave this drama a 7 out of 10. Another drama that I gave a 7 out of 10 is called My Queen. This is a historical rom-com drama. It stars Junwoo and Lee Mei-yoon. This started off pretty good, and I would say that you would enjoy this if you're into this genre, but there's nothing new to offer. Everything is pretty mediocre or like passable / decent. It's more for the comedy, and like I said, comedy is subjective, so maybe give this like about 3 to 4 episodes, and then you can decide whether or not it's your cup of tea. But I do have to warn you that it kind of gets repetitive if you're binging it. So this took me a long time to watch, but it was the perfect like in-between drama for me, since all of my other dramas were either super cute and I finished it really quickly, or they're like longer and more dramatic. Speaking of more dramatic dramas, I watched One and Only starring Bai Lu and Alan Ren, and this one I flew through. I think I finished it in like around 2 or 2.5 days, and it was devastating. It was absolutely beautiful though. In terms of chemistry, I really enjoyed the costumes and the styling here with the furs. They look rich, they look expensive, and it just sets the mood of a very melodramatic vibe. The script is, thank God, one of the best ones I've seen in a long time with mature characters. The romance is a very slow burn one, but definitely filled with stunning and beautiful moments of understanding. Alan Ren is perfect for this role because he's actually a married man for 5 years. He has 2 children, and he's very considerate, and it shows through his character. I love Bai Lu in comedic strong roles, but this one might be my favorite. She's so good here and portrayed like a very lovable character. It's so hard not to like her here. The chemistry is so freaking good, and I would advise you to not listen to the spoilers, I guess, and just watch it for yourselves. But I gave this at 8.5 out of 10, and now I'm going to go into spoilers, so just skip on over to the last 2 drama portions. So if you see new photos, that's not Bai Lu or Alan Ren. We're talking about a new drama, but I'm just gonna go in for anyone who's been watching or they don't care about spoilers. I'm gonna spoil you right now. So the ending, let's talk about the ending. Death by dismemberment for 3 hours. When they announced that line, my heart broke and I was just crying so hard. And it was just too cruel. Especially, it's so insane to see how he's like the most kind person in the entire drama. He's so giving. And of course, he self-sacrifices for the team. He takes one for the team. And overall, it just shows how heroic he is. But it was very, very sad and hard to watch, especially when he literally didn't know until I think it was the very end of the episode, or it was the next episode in episode 23 or the beginning of 24. It was super sad. Acting wise is 10 out of 10. Music, cinematography, 10 out of 10. Really cruel and sad ending, and the way she jumped off the balcony place was really sad as well. But just knowing all of this happened is just going to make us more excited and happier once they get their happy ending in the next lifetime and forever and ever. So after that drama, I felt completely empty. So I decided to find a lighter drama to watch. And I decided to watch The Queen of Attack, which only has 3 episodes on YouTube. It actually has 18 episodes. They're all 9 minutes each, but they compiled it into 3 episodes on YouTube, which is super convenient and fun to watch. And I actually hated the male lead here. It was very choppy, very low budget. However, it was kind of what I needed after a very emotional roller coaster of a drama. This is a drama where this girl goes into a game and she dies again and again. She's stuck in a time loop where she's marrying the prince who treats her like trash, and there's also a concubine, which is super annoying. Very cliche stuff, and I do have problems with it, but in the second episode, he all of a sudden falls in love with her heads over heels for no reasons at all. He just says that he wants to treat her better and decides to cherish her from now on, which I'm like, WTF, where did this come from? But I just went along with it, and for some reason, I still enjoyed it and didn't hate it at the end. It was very typical. I'm warning you, this is probably a very like trashy, guilty pleasure type of watch, but it's very short, so why not? It was very addictive. And they have the second season, which a lot of people are saying is way better than the first season. It is a Mango TV drama, so I'm pretty sure we're going to have to wait a couple more months until they sub everything. Overall, I gave this a 6 out of 10. Last but not least, I watched The Witch's Diner, which has 8 episodes. It's a K-drama with Song Ji-hyo, Nam Ji-hyun, and Chae Jong-hyuk as the leads. This is a fantasy supernatural drama series. There are hints of romance like at the very end and in some moments, but overall not really. I usually am not a fan of episodic things, which is why it's hard for me to watch police dramas or dramas similar to this one where you would solve a case and, you know, there's a message behind it. I get it, but if it's like over 12 episodes, I'll probably get bored. And I'm so happy this one is only 8 episodes because we got to explore the main characters as well as other characters. And overall, it was very well written since you get to see the same characters come back and all play a part in the story. Plot-wise, there were some like plot twists that I totally saw coming, but overall, I still liked the entire drama and gave it a 8 out of 10. So that's it for this video. I know it's been a long one, but I'm telling you, I watched so many and there's some that I'm currently near completion, but I decided to not put it in this one and save it for the next video. So that will be Stand By Me and Forever Love. Those are the 2 dramas that I'm watching right now. I'm also watching A River Runs Through It, which is super fun. And I might start Love Under the Full Moon with Ju Jing-yi, which is from the iqiyi Sweet On series as well. But yeah, you know what to do. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, turn on notification bells, and if you want to donate a coffee and support my channel even more, then check out my Ko-fi linked in the description box below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!